Welcome back. Today I'm going to explain about what are the conditions for laser action to occur. So we can take down the topic as conditions for laser action. Conditions for laser action. So there are two conditions for the laser action to occur. So first one is the metastable state. So to observe the laser action, the atoms or material which has to be chosen should have the metastable state. Now, what is a metastable state? It is an excited state. It is an excited state whose lifetime is 10 raised to minus 3 second. It is an excited state or energy state whose lifetime is around 10 raised to minus 3 second. That is, in comparison with the excited state, metastable state will have a longer lifetime. And the second condition for the laser action to occur is the population inversion. Population inversion. So to see population inversion, we'll consider two systems. One is first when the system is in equilibrium state and another one is when the system is in non-equilibrium state. So first I'll take the system at equilibrium. So I'm just considering a general case here where the energy is along y-axis and the number of atoms is along x-axis. So at equilibrium in any system, more number of atoms are found in ground state. I'll call that as N1, and a lesser number of atom in the excited state and much lesser in the higher excited states. So this will be the condition of atoms here when the system is at thermal equilibrium. So in this graph you can see here in ground state we have more number of atoms and lesser in N2 and N3. That is, in here N1 is greater than N2, which is greater than N3. So in this case the system will be absorptive rather than emissive. So the system will be absorptive rather than emissive, or we can call this as an absorptive system. That is, absorption leads over an emission when you have an equilibrium system at equilibrium. So now we know that laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So we need a system where the emission leads over absorption. So what we have to do, that we have to bring the system from equilibrium state to non-equilibrium state. So at non-equilibrium, I'll just write a system here. So energy along y-axis and number of atoms along x-axis here. So lesser number of atoms in the ground state, I'll call it as N1, and more number of atoms in the metastable state. Here N2 is the number of atoms. N2 is the number of atoms of first excited state, or I can call it as the metastable state, because the lifetime of this state is 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. So next comes our excited state, which has a bit larger population in comparison with the N1. So I'll call this as N3. So whose lifetime is 10 raised to minus 9 seconds. So I can call the energy levels as E1, E2 and E3. So in this non-equilibrium state, the system N1 number of atoms undergo the absorptions, N2 number of atoms undergo the emissions, and N3 number of atoms also undergo the emissions. So in this case, what happens? N2 is greater than N3, which is greater than N1. So this type of system is an emissive system, means the emission leads over the absorption. So this condition where N2 is greater than N1 is called as population inversion condition. So this is about the conditions for laser action, metastable state and population inversion. Metastable state is excited state whose lifetime is around 10 raised to minus 3 seconds. Population inversion is a condition where N2 is greater than N1. That is, number of atoms in higher energy state is more than the number of atoms in the lower energy state. So as the system to become an emissive rather than absorptive, so then we can observe the laser phenomenon. Thank you.